is football at the highest level. Cowboys versus Eagles. Playoffs on the line. Number one seed on the line. It's a must win for both the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles when they meet on Sunday night in prime time. It doesn't get any better than that. This is a much anticipated matchup. The Eagles are coming off a tough loss against the 49ers. They will be looking to get back in the wins column. But in order to do that, they have to fix some things. They have to be better on both sides of the ball. They have to tighten up on defense. They have to find a way to win. And maybe the Philly offense can help with the third down part of it. Sustain drives. Be more consistent on offense. There's a lot of things that the Eagles have to do better. Nothing has happened lately to indicate there's a winning formula for success. Nick Sirianni and his defensive coordinator have been in search of answers for a defense that can't get off the field on third down. That makes your defense tired. And another thing about the defense can't keep opponents from scoring touchdowns in the red zone. That's been a big struggle. It's going to be a tall task. It is a tall task. It's difficult for any defense, to defend consistently when you're fatigued. That's just how it's going to be, but they have to be better on defense. They definitely need more effort and attitude on defense. I think that's where you have to start, on the defensive side of the ball, and then the offense comes second. I don't know why they continue to play corners 8 yards off and have no linebackers covering the middle of the field. I don't get it. You're allowing teams to take advantage of your weaknesses with these soft coverages. I just don't understand why they continue to do the same thing over and over. And you would think their defensive coordinator would run dime packages. It should be employed and utilized often on Sunday against a Cowboys team that likes to stretch the field with its tight ends and wideouts. So there's things that the Eagles defense needs to do better. The secondary has to be better. The secondary hasn't been reliable all season. They've been struggling. The D-backs need to influence routes. Let's see if adding Shaquille Leonard fixes Philly's cover issues in the middle. They know that they must do better containing CeeDee Lamb. They know this. In the first meeting, the Cowboys excelled at keeping plays alive and creating opportunities. In that first meeting, they were able to get open and make some plays on the back end. And I think that's where a lot of the Cowboys' explosive plays came from in that game. They kept the game close. They stayed in the game. They hung with the Eagles for the entirety of the game. The strength in their offense, finding open receivers and capitalizing on plays for big yardage, that's something that the Cowboys do well. And that's a mismatch against an Eagles secondary that has struggled this season. So, the Eagles defense, they're going to have to really step it up. Yes, the defense has to be spectacular, but throwing the ball 45 times and your running back having 9 carries, you're going to lose a lot of football games planned that way. I think their foundation is the running game. You always hear me say that about the Eagles. The formula that could bring the Eagles a win is what they do on offense. I think what it comes down to is how well they run the football. You have to establish the run game often and early. Win the time of possession and keep Dak Prescott, as good as he's been, and the Dallas Cowboys on the sideline. If you do that, you have a great chance to win this game. This game is huge for both teams. Game of the week, this is huge. This game alone does not decide for Philly, but for Dallas. This is a must win for Dallas. If Dallas want to have a chance to win the division, they have to win this game tonight. The Cowboys need this much more than the Eagles do for the division. Dallas has been unstoppable at home. They've won 14 straight games at home, I believe, if I'm correct. If I'm not, please correct me. This should be an exciting game. You know, they know they need to get this game. The Dallas Cowboys know what they need to do. And this, if they win this game, this will finally prove if the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders or not. This will tell us everything we need to know about the Dallas Cowboys. The most anticipated Sunday Night Football game. The Eagles are looking to reestablish their dominance after getting throttled by the 49ers last weekend. That loss was a wake-up call. And the Cowboys are looking to finally get a win so people can stop talking about them losing to teams under 500. This is their chance to finally get everyone off their backs and to silence all the critics who say, well, they can't beat a very good team. They're on the big stage tonight. There's going to be a large audience. There's going to be a lot of people watching this game. And this is the Dallas Cowboys' opportunity to show the world that they are a legitimate playoff team with a win over the Eagles. Can't wait.